So today I have watched the movie Drishyam 3, and so first of all, when the first part of Drishyam was made, uh, then when they made the second part, I really thought, does it require a sequel? Because the first film was a proper, it had a good twist and turn and it had a proper ending. So I thought, what more are they going to explore? But the second film was good as well, and they have, in all the three movies, they have maintained the main crux of the film, which is a father can go to any extent to save his daughter and his families. A common man can go to any extent, and it definitely has been portrayed very well in the movies. But uh, in the second part, the George Kuti character played by Mohanlal sir was shown that he's a very smart guy, and he does pre-planning so that he could spend more of the time with his family, and he can get out, or he can get out of this case and his situation, not just him but his whole family. Then he says to all of his family that this will always keep happening and they are always keep coming at us, but we have to be prepared. And the way the twist comes in the second movie, with the all the movie thing, and how he has, you know uh, get himself out of the case successfully by using his own dreams and aspirations. They made George Kuti seem like a very amazing and intelligent guy who thinks way ahead of the time, who literally is five moves ahead of the cops. But in this third movie, it goes more on the emotional side of George Kuti as a father for his daughter, and for as a husband for his family. They have made him seemed more like a common person, and on the emotion of how, at what extent a man can go to save his family. But will the same formula work again and again and again? Well, in Drishyam 3, I did really felt like, they could have done more with this story. And after the kind of ending I saw in Drishyam 3, it seems like it's gonna have another part. But uh, the way they showed the depression of the cop, the wife character of the guy, of the boy who's dead. It is the most cliche depression scene always, I mean, I've seen in the film. And the her husband character, he actually has to focus on his wife's recovery more. He is, uh, he's focused on the revenge, to take revenge on George Kuti and the people who have suffered from George Kuti. They all team up with this guy, try to ruin George Kuti and his family's name, especially targeting his daughter. But the way George Kuti handles the situation is more of like how he handles in the first part. But the main thing is the twist and turns is not so shocking, or a very crazy revelations. It's more predictive in a way, some things are. But it definitely is a good film, and you have to give it a watch. But it literally doesn't exceed your expectations what you go with the Drishyam hype. But it definitely is a good film, and it goes to a very typical thriller, thriller tone. So it's being repetitive, with the writer and director who's doing this film. It is actually, feels like too repetitive, and we kind of, goes off with this thing. So I just want them to make a different film, than continuing with the same Drishyam saga, because uh, after watching all this, it's the same thing in a different package. So uh, I just, yeah, this is it. This is my review. And uh, even from the second part and from the third part, the way they have shown George Kuti is kind of different, and they have gone to a more emotional side does touch you, but it doesn't really hit you completely with it. It's like, oh my god, what he really did. It's not that kind of a revelation, but the climax is a fine climax. So I would give this a, I mean, I would definitely suggest you to watch this, but I feel like this is just a one time watch film.